My name is David Martinez, 29 years old, and today was supposed to change my life. Marketing Director, Chen Global Industries. I read the email again for the 100th time. Interview scheduled for 10 a.m. sharp. It was 9:15. I had 45 minutes to get across Chicago during rush hour. I grabbed my portfolio, checked my tie in the mirror one last time. Navy suit, white shirt, red tie. Professional and confident. This job was everything. After 3 years at a mediocre firm, working terrible hours for minimal pay, this was my shot at the big leagues. Chen Global was one of the most prestigious marketing firms in the country. My roommate Jake whistled. "Looking sharp, man. You got this." "I hope so. Rent's due next week and I'm barely making it." "You'll nail it. Who wouldn't hire you?" I took the train downtown, rehearsing answers to potential questions. My hands were sweating despite the cold November morning. At 9:40, I emerged from the subway station, 20 minutes early. Perfect. Then I heard a screech of tires, the sickening crunch of metal, and a woman's scream. Everything changed in that moment. David's life is about to take an unexpected turn. Like, share, and subscribe. A black sedan had jumped the curb. A woman lay on the sidewalk, blood pooling around her head. People were stopping, staring, taking out their phones to record. No one was helping. "Someone call 911, I heard someone yell. The woman was in her early 30s, dressed in an expensive business suit. Unconscious, the car's driver stumbled out, clearly in shock. I looked at my watch, 9:42. My interview was in 18 minutes. Chen Global's office was just 2 blocks away. The woman needed help, now. "Has anyone called an ambulance?" I shouted. "Someone did," a bystander yelled back. But she was bleeding. Her head wound needed pressure or she could bleed out before help arrived. I made a choice. I dropped my portfolio and ran to her, kneeling in the cold November rain that had started falling. I pressed my suit jacket against her head wound, applying pressure. "Ma'am, can you hear me?" No response. Her breathing was shallow. Sirens in the distance. Help was coming, but not fast enough. I stayed with her, my jacket soaked with blood, rain pouring down on both of us. My phone buzzed. Chen Global calling. I didn't answer. This woman's life was more important than any job. David chose to help. What happens next? Like, share, and subscribe. The paramedics arrived at 9:55. "I'm David. I found her like this. Head wound, unconscious, breathing shallow," I reported quickly. "Good job keeping pressure on the wound," the lead paramedic said. "You probably saved her life." They loaded her onto a stretcher, and as they prepared to leave, I grabbed my ruins portfolio from the wet sidewalk. "Wait," one paramedic called. "Are you family?" "No, She's alone. Can you ride with her? We need someone to provide information at the hospital." I looked at my watch. 9:58. My interview started in 2 minutes. "Yes," I said, without hesitation. In the ambulance, I held her hand while paramedics worked. "What's your name?" one asked. "David Martinez." "You're a good man, David Martinez. Most people would have just walked past." At the hospital, I gave them what little information I had, then sat in the waiting room, my suit covered in blood and rain, my portfolio ruined. My phone buzzed again. Chen Global. This time, I answered. "Mr. Martinez, you missed your interview." "I know, I'm so sorry. There was an emergency." "We filled the position. Thank you for your interest." They hung up. I'd just thrown away my dream job. David lost his dream job. Was it worth it? Like, share, and subscribe. For 3 hours, I sat in that waiting room. I should have left. I should have gone home, changed, tried to salvage something from this disaster, but I couldn't leave her alone. Finally, a doctor emerged. "Are you here for Victoria Chen?" "Yes. Is she okay?" "She'll recover. Concussion, lacerations, but nothing life-threatening. You applied pressure to her head wound quickly. That probably saved her life. You should clean up. There's a bathroom down the hall." In the bathroom mirror, I barely recognized myself. Blood-stained suit, tie ruined, hair wet and messy, exhausted eyes. I'd thrown away everything for a stranger. Was I stupid? Probably. Did I regret it? No. When I returned to the waiting room, a woman in an expensive coat was talking urgently to the doctor. "I'm her assistant, Michelle. I came as soon as I heard. Where's the man who saved Miss Chen?" "That's him," the doctor pointed. Michelle turned, her eyes widening at my appearance. "You saved Miss Chen's life?" "I just did what anyone would do." "No," she said firmly. "Most people did nothing. You did everything." She pulled out a business card. "Miss Chen will want to thank you personally. Here's my number." I took the card, nodded, and left. Who is Victoria Chen? Like, share, and subscribe to find out. I went home to my small apartment, threw my ruined suit in the trash, and sat on my couch in silence. Jake came home from work that evening. "Dude, how'd the interview go?" "I missed it." "What? Why?" I explained everything. Jake stared at me. "You gave up the Chen Global job to help some random woman?"
She needed help. David, that was your dream job. Do you know how hard you worked for that interview?
I know.
And you just threw it away? What was I supposed to do? Let her bleed out on the sidewalk? Jake sighed. You're a better person than me, man. But now what? Rent's due in 2 weeks. He was right. I'd made a noble choice, but noble didn't pay bills. That night I updated my resume, started job hunting again, back to square one. 3 days later, my phone rang. Unknown number. Is this David Martinez? Yes. This is Michelle Chen, Victoria Chen's assistant. Miss Chen would like to meet you. Oh, sure. Is she okay? She's recovering well, thanks to you. Can you come to Chen Global tomorrow at 2 p.m.? Chen Global, the place that rejected me. I'll be there. Excellent. Oh, and Mr. Martinez, dress professionally. A second chance? What's happening? Like, share, and subscribe. I bought a new suit, couldn't afford it, but I needed to look presentable. Navy blue again, my lucky color. Walking into Chen Global's lobby felt surreal. Last time I was here, I was in an ambulance with the CEO bleeding beside me. Michelle met me at reception. "Mr. Martinez, thank you for coming. Follow me." She led me to the executive floor, somewhere I'd never have gone for a marketing director interview. "Miss Chen is eager to meet you properly," Michelle said, stopping at a massive corner office door. She knocked, then opened it. The office was stunning, floor-to-ceiling windows overlooking Chicago, modern furniture, awards on the walls. And sitting behind the desk was the woman from the accident. Victoria Chen looked completely different from the broken woman on the sidewalk. Sharp business suit, hair perfectly styled, but there was a small bandage on her temple, evidence of our first meeting. "Mr. Martinez," she stood, extending her hand, "I owe you my life." Her handshake was firm, professional. "I'm just glad you're okay. Please, sit." She gestured to a chair. "I've been wanting to thank you personally. Michelle told me you stayed with me at the hospital for hours. Anyone would have." "No," she interrupted gently. Michelle showed me the security footage from across the street. 47 people walked past me. You were the only one who stopped. What does Victoria want? Like, share, and subscribe. "I also know," Victoria continued, "that you missed your interview here that day for the marketing director position." My face heated with embarrassment. "Yes, I'm sorry about that. You're apologizing? You saved my life and you're apologizing for missing a job interview? I should have called." "David," she said, and the use of my first name surprised me. "You sacrificed your career opportunity to save a stranger. Do you understand how rare that is?" "I just did what was right." She studied me for a long moment. "I've built this company on finding exceptional people, not just talented, but people with character, integrity, heart. In 30 seconds on that sidewalk, you showed me more about who you are than any interview could. Where was this going?" "I want to offer you a position at Chen Global." My heart raced. "The marketing director position? But you said, not marketing director," she smiled. "That position has been filled. I'm offering you something different. Executive assistant to the CEO." To me, I blinked. Executive assistant? I know it's not what you applied for, but David, I need someone I can trust absolutely. Someone who would put what's right over what's convenient. Someone who literally saved my life. I don't have experience as an executive assistant. You have something better, integrity. I can teach you to job. I can't teach character. An unexpected job offer. Will David accept? Like, share, and subscribe. I accepted. The salary was triple what I'd been making. The benefits were incredible. And I'd be working directly with Victoria Chen, one of the most successful businesswomen in the country. My first week was overwhelming. Learning her schedule, managing her meetings, coordinating with department heads, it was intense. But Victoria was patient, teaching me everything. Coffee meeting at 8 a.m., board presentation at 10, lunch with investors at noon. I read from her schedule one morning. You forgot the 2 p.m. with our Singapore office, she said without looking up at her computer. Right, sorry. David, don't apologize, just corrected. She looked at me. You're doing well, better than my last 3 assistants. Really? Really? You're a fast learner and you actually care. Working closely with her, I started noticing things. How she took her coffee, black, no sugar. How she rubbed her temple when stressed. How she smiled genuinely at good news, but professionally at everything else. I also noticed she works too hard, often skipping lunch, staying late every night. You should eat, I said one evening, seeing her still at her desk at 8 p.m. After this report. David, you haven't eaten since breakfast. She looked up, surprised I'd called her Victoria instead of Miss Chen. I'm fine. You're not. And you're recovering from a head injury. Doctor's orders, regular meals, proper rest. Something flickered in her expression. You remember my doctor's orders? I was there when he gave them. She smiled, a real smile, not a professional one. Thank you, David. They're getting closer. What happens next? Like, share, and subscribe. 3 months into the job, our professional relationship had become something more. Friendship. Victoria started asking my opinion on things beyond scheduling. What do you think of this marketing pitch? She'd ask.
I think the demographic targeting is too narrow, I'd answer honestly. Exactly what I thought. You should sit in on the marketing meetings. I'm not a marketing director. No, but you think like one, and I value your perspective. We started having lunch together, discussing strategy, company direction, life. Why marketing? She asked one day over sushi. I love understanding what makes people connect with brands, the psychology of it. You're wasted as an assistant. I'm learning more from you than I would anywhere else. Still, after you've mastered this role, I'm moving you to marketing, probably as a junior director. Victoria, you don't have to. I'm not doing you a favor. I'm investing in talent. That's good business. But it felt like more than business. The way she smiled when I brought her favorite tea without asking, the way we'd work late together, talking about everything from business to books to childhood dreams. Her previous assistants had been professional and distant. We were becoming friends. Maybe more. One evening, working late on a presentation, I noticed her rubbing her temple. Headache? Yeah, stress. Without thinking, I gently massaged her temples. She froze, then slowly relaxed. That helps, she whispered. Our eyes met. Something passed between us, unspoken, electric. Then my phone rang, breaking the moment. Feelings are developing. Like, share, and subscribe. The problem with falling for your boss is simple. It's complicated, unprofessional, and potentially career-ending. I tried to keep my distance, professional boundaries, but Victoria made it impossible. David, I need you to accompany me to the charity gala Saturday night. Don't you usually take Michelle? Michelle has the flu. Besides, I'd prefer your company. The gala was at the Drake Hotel. Black tie, Chicago's elite, expensive everything. I rented a tux I couldn't afford. Victoria sent a car to pick me up. When I saw her, my breath stopped. She wore a midnight blue gown that was somehow both elegant and stunning. Her hair was styled in soft waves. She looked like royalty. You clean up well, she smiled. So do you, I managed. Throughout the evening, we were inseparable. Dancing, talking, laughing. People assumed we were together. I wished we were. During a slow dance, she rested her head on my shoulder. Thank you for being here. Always. David, I need to tell you something. Victoria Chen, a man's voice interrupted. Long time no see. Victoria tensed in my arms. She pulled back, her expression hardening. Richard, she said coldly. Richard was handsome, wealthy-looking, arrogant. Still beautiful as ever. Who's your date? New boyfriend? This is David Martinez, my executive assistant. Assistant? Victoria, you could do better than the help. Richard, leave. We need to talk about us. There is no us. There hasn't been for 2 years. Who is Richard? What's the history? Like, share, and subscribe. After Richard left, Victoria excused herself to the balcony. I followed. I'm sorry about that. She stared at the Chicago skyline. Old boyfriend? Ex-fiance. We were engaged 2 years ago. What happened? She was quiet for a long moment. He proposed to Victoria Chen, CEO, not to Victoria Chen, person. When I had my accident, I realized something. Lying on that sidewalk, bleeding and alone, none of my so-called friends stopped to help. My ex-fiancé called me once from Paris, asked if I was okay, then went back to his vacation. But you, a stranger, sacrificed everything to save me. Victoria. That's when I knew I'd been surrounding myself with the wrong people. People who loved my success, my money, my status, not me. You hired me because? I hired you because you showed me what real character looks like. And I kept you because… She turned to face me. Because you see me, not Victoria Chen, CEO, just Victoria. The air between us was electric. I see you, I whispered. She stepped closer. David, this is wildly inappropriate. You work for me, but I can't stop. I kissed her. For a moment, she froze, then slowly relaxed. She kissed me back, her hands on my face, my arms around her waist. When we pulled apart, we were both breathing hard. This is a terrible idea, she whispered. The worst. We should stop. Definitely. Neither of us moved away. They kissed. What happens now? Like, share, and subscribe. We started dating in secret. Stolen moments in her office after everyone left, late dinners at quiet restaurants across town where no one knew us, weekends at her lake house away from the city. It was wonderful and terrifying. I think we should tell people, I said one Sunday morning at the lake house. Victoria, you're my employee. The optics are terrible. So I'll quit. No, you're too talented. I won't let you throw away your career. Then promote me. Make me a director. Then we're equals. You're not ready yet. Another 6 months, maybe. We kept hiding. At work, we were perfectly professional. But sometimes our eyes would meet across the conference room, and we'd both have to look away to hide our smiles. Michelle started suspecting. You two are different, she observed one day. What do you mean? I've worked for Miss Chen for 5 years. I've never seen her this happy. And you look at her like she hung the moon. Michelle, I'm not gonna say anything, but be careful. Office romances are complicated. She was right, especially when Richard showed up at the office 3 months later. I need to see Victoria, he demanded at reception. Mr. Morrison, Miss Chen doesn't have you on her schedule. Tell her it's urgent about the merger. I was at my desk when Victoria's door opened and Richard walked in. Richard's back? What does he want? Like, share, and subscribe. Through Victoria's open door, I heard everything. The Singapore merger is falling apart, Richard said. My firm can save it for a price. What price? Dinner, tonight, just us, like old times. Richard, I'm not… Business dinner, Victoria. The merger is worth $50 million to your company. Can you really say no? I watched her face through the doorway. She looked at me, then back at Richard. Fine, business only. David, clear my schedule for tonight. Of course, Miss Chen. Professional, cold, like we were nothing. That evening, I sat in my apartment staring at my phone. She'd texted once. It's just business, trust me. I wanted to, but Richard was rich, successful, her equal in every way. I was the assistant who got lucky. At midnight, my phone rang. David, I need you. Victoria, what's wrong? Can you come to the Drake Hotel, room 2847, please? I drove faster than I should have. She answered the door in her evening gown, makeup smeared from crying. What happened? Richard. He thought dinner meant reconciliation. He tried to... I left. But David, he knows about us. How? I told him. When he tried to kiss me, I told him I was in love with someone else. He demanded to know who. I didn't say your name, but he guessed. And? He threatened to ruin you. Said he'd spread rumors that you slept your way into your position, that I'm taking advantage of my assistant. Richard is threatening them. What will they do? Like, share, and subscribe. Let him try, I said. I don't care what people think. David, this could destroy your career. I don't care. Victoria, I love you. I'm not hiding anymore. She stared at me. You love me? Of course I do. I have for months. And if Richard wants to make this public, fine, let him. You could lose everything. I already lost everything once. That day I missed my interview to save you, and I'd do it again in a heartbeat. Because you're worth more than any career, any reputation, any job. Tears streamed down her face. I love you too, so much. But I can't let you sacrifice your future for me again. Then don't make me choose. Stand with me. We face this together. She took my hands. Together? Together. The next morning, we called a company-wide meeting. Victoria stood at the podium, me beside her. I have an announcement. David Martinez and I are in a relationship. It developed naturally over the past few months. I want complete transparency with all of you. David will be transferred to the marketing department as junior director effective immediately to eliminate any conflict of interest. Michelle will return to her role as my executive assistant. The room was silent. Then someone started clapping. Michelle. Soon the entire room applauded. After the meeting, Richard sent one final text. You chose the assistant over me? Pathetic. Victoria blocked his number and kissed me in front of everyone. They went public. What happens next? Like, share, and subscribe. 1 year later, I stood in my new office, marketing director, a promotion I'd earned through hard work and talent, not through dating the CEO. Victoria knocked on my open door. Busy? Never too busy for you. She closed the door, sat across from my desk. I have a proposition. Oh? The Singapore office needs a new director. It's a huge opportunity. International experience, running your own division? My heart sunk. Singapore? That's thousands of miles away. I know, which is why I'm also proposing something else. She pulled out a small box. I stopped breathing. David Martinez, you saved my life on a sidewalk a year and a half ago. Then you saved it again by showing me what real love looks like. I don't want you to go to Singapore alone. I want you to go as my husband. Victoria, I know it's unconventional, the CEO proposing to her former assistant, but nothing about us has been conventional. You chose my life over your dream job. I'm choosing you over everything else. I dropped to my knee, taking the box from her hands and pulling out a ring I'd been carrying for 2 months. I was planning to propose this weekend, I laughed. But yes, 1,000 times yes. We kissed, both laughing and crying. Later, at our engagement party, Jake pulled me aside. Remember when I said you were crazy for missing that interview? Yeah, I was wrong. You didn't miss your future, you found it. He was right. I'd missed one interview and found everything. Love, success, purpose, and the most incredible woman in the world. Sometimes the best things in life come from the choices that seem craziest at the time. I chose to help a stranger. That stranger chose to help me back. And together, we chose love. Did you love David and Victoria's story? Like, share, subscribe, and comment which chapter was your favorite. Should we write a sequel about their wedding? Let us know.